The Sky is Red by Leprous. Leprous. Is that how you say that? Leprous?
Leprous.
See, this is how little I know. I'm gonna be reacting to said things today because one of you said to do this, and I'm listening. I know nothing about this band at all, except that there's gonna be a lot of notes. I do know that much. I know it's prog. I know that when I search this video right now on the YouTubes, a lot of drummers have already reacted to the drumming that we're going to be watching. We're going to be watching a drum playthrough, by the way. Anyways, background about me. I used to be a huge Dream Theater fanatic, and then the astonishing happened. And now I've turned my back on prog mostly, except for I'm really liking the Pineapple Thief with Gavin Harrison, and also Porcupine Tree is the best band that has ever been. If you've made it this far into the video, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. If you like doing things that are drums, usually I play covers, but sometimes I overanalyze things. And if you like videos like this, yay. If you don't like videos like this, boo. And I'm gonna be doing a cover. The cover is coming next from me, and it's gonna be a Porcupine Tree cover, I think. Anyways, we're gonna watch this now and listen on pristine in-ear monitors that are good. They're really good quality, I promise. So we spared no expense for this video, and we're gonna get right into it. Let's get into the things. They went with the animals as leaders on this. Just kidding. That's just really mean of me. Dude, that is like the loosest grip I've ever seen right off the bat. Also, oh, I like the vocal. Okay. This is a pretty cool, like, as far as, you know, these super complex prog grooves are going these days. I don't know what this is even called when, like, used to be prog was Rush, and now it's like by the way, this comes from someone who totally loves and gets down with prog, but I'm just saying, as those go, this is a pretty cool pattern. And obviously, since I've been talking about that pattern, it's changed. Vocal is awesome. Hey, look, another guy. Okay, cool. So, like, overdubs are no longer a thing. They're gonna work together here. This is a great groove. This is good. This is how I want my prog. Digestible. This vocal is awesome. What happened there? Did he drop a stick? He plays with such a loose grip. And, like, I wonder if his background is like classical snare drum? That's what I'm thinking already. Also, I love what he's wearing. I've never said that about any drum video in the world, I swear to God, but... God damn. That was a cool fill. I'm gonna find it and steal it. Dude, that's like a Haken thing. Like that vocal sounded like Haken, and the way that the snare is synchronized with it. It's like Cockroach King. I can speak. I love the hauntingness of the vocal. Yeah, with the override. The hi-hat opening override. Even though I think this groove is 4/4 anyways. But now it's definitely digestible. Okay. We all appreciate a good quiet time. Especially if it's still filled with the same complexity. Dude, that vocal! Oh my god! It's no longer a drummer reacts video. This is like one of the vocal reaction videos. Let me concentrate. Yeah, his bass drum's doing nothing. Just hanging out with the same pattern, I think. Great sensitivity, though. Cool. I love those quick doubles that he's doing. Yeah. Just, it's so yummy. I love that. Just having that, it still breathes the kick spacing, but it's also menacing how punchy of a kick sound they have. It's like so dry and dead. Cool fill. Dude, what is that China doing so far behind him? Because I don't think that overdub guy played it. So we'll see when that's used. Man, this guy's arms are like probably on fire right now. He's using a lot of arms. But yeah, he looks really loose. I wonder how that feels. I don't play, like my arms barely move. Oh, there we go. That actually is for him to hit. I guess he didn't have room anywhere else. But he totally has room lots of other places. So why punish yourself like that? Dude, when he's 60, he is not going to be throwing a baseball with his grandkids. So, I'm just saying. I'm sorry. Ooh. Dude, this is becoming a horror film. Adjusting the collar and the hair. Dude, I want this in isolation right here. Like, I want to film some, like, dolls with just this in the background. You know, my doll collection that I have. Nice hi-hat splashing. It all sounds like the same splashing. I'll be honest, I don't have that much control. Like, I could splash the hi-hat and probably be reasonably in time, too, but it's like the same volume each time. Nice. I appreciate this so much. Really going for great orchestration here. Again, there's gotta be some classical link. Like, this is like a timpani orchestral approach to a situation. Yeah. Dude, that accent pattern is awesome. Dude, I wish, and this will never happen, but I want Mission Impossible 7 to have this part of the song. Just so epic. I want to see Tom Cruise climb a building to this. Just like all my nightmares is what it sounds like. But like in a good way. I like having nightmares. Yeah. And I'm not saying yeah to the drums. The drums are fine. Just the guitar tone. And the breath that this has. This is more brooding and menacing than any fast, proggy riff I've heard in a decade, I swear. Choir shouts. I gotta say I saw that coming at some point in a song like this. Is he handing him a stick? I guess he broke a stick. And they gotta do one take. They're in a studio that's like, time is money. You can only get one take. So here's a stick. Okay. What is that sound? Oh, we're gonna end here? Make me think about what I've done. Dude, that's the creepiest fucking sound I've ever heard. In a delightful way. It's gonna be in like the next Jordan Peele movie. You know, Get Out and Us. That was cool. Wow. Dude, maybe I would totally be down to learn a cover of this. Comment below if I should learn a cover of this song. If there's overwhelming support, I guess I'll be bullied into it. But, wow. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so here's my problem with prog. Right now, with the Animals as Leaders stuff, and I'll just stop there. Let's criticize that only. I'm a big fan of many, many songs and many, many riffs, but there's this thing where I get to the end of music like that and I think like, gosh, what was the point of it all? Because I really, in my opinion, most of all, I think it's cool, and I get that people have different values in music, but I think it's cool when at the end of it, there's a statement that only a song could have made and make you realize, because it's a statement that's not just the statement, but it's the tone of the music around it that makes it digestible to the person. So if you want to convey a really sad emotion about a mother losing a child or something, I'm thinking about Routine with the woman losing her entire family by Steven Wilson. Like, the sadness around that music and yet the complexity really brings about a respect for that plight out of me, and also opens me up to that whole, how that person is feeling, rather than just telling me, you know, just like one would use vivid imagery in a novel, right? That's what music's doing. And so this song, no idea what it was about. Sky is Red. I definitely felt something though, like the vocal. Wow. I'm sure if I like get into it and hear it a couple more times, think about the lyrics, there's definitely some sort of emotion conveying here. It's not immediately obvious, and maybe that's my fault because I'm sitting here with only one ear in and being distracted by blinding light and you guys. But like, my point is, prog lately is this not very easily digestible thing. And then when you're instrumental prog, like Animals as Leaders, for someone like me personally, it just really begs to question, like, what's the point of it all? So why am I going to get invested and why bother? That being said, I'm still bananas about arithmophobia and Cascade and physical education and so on. There's definitely several tracks by Animals as Leaders that I'm a fan of. Yeah, Leprous, if there remains singing on all the tracks, pretty cool. I'll check that out. And here's the point I was really making by comparing to Animals as Leaders. That riff, the ding ding ding, the syncopated hi-hat craziness, which is like, I don't know, I'm sure it's some rudiment. Everything's a paradiddle, right? Like, gosh. But, you know, you sit there, some people work backwards, like Periphery, they program the drums, and then you're doing things, which I appreciate, because then you're not playing the same old, that's cool. But then the devil in the details comes out, and it's like so hard and so nerd that even my brain doesn't give a shit, or at least not upon initial listens. This had one of those riffs in it, right? It had the beginning, opening hi-hat stuff that was like that. And I found it to be okay. That was going to be the point where the song made me mad, and I was okay with it. All right? So yeah. And then the rest of the song had so much space and breath and just emotion, and it was just about the orchestration and not about prog showing chops. That's what prog needs to do. Prog is just like, hey, we're here to use the full musical palette to tell usually a story. That's what prog is to me. And this did that. And so many people nowadays get bogged down by that, but also having to please us who expects these acrobatics on the instrument. And that's wrong, like, of us to do, because it's taking this music and restraining it, just like, you know, other genres are restrained in some respects, especially when you're trying to have commercial attention. There's restraints there. So then prog comes along and has its own restraints by being acrobatic. I found this to be a very pleasant in the middle situation, because I was very impressed by some of those fills were fast as fuck, and that's awesome. And I lost my train of thought. And that's awesome. And I think that that's their little taste of that world that we're all expecting from prog nowadays, but it wasn't overdone. So golf clap from me. So if you like prog stuff, stick around, hit that subscribe button. Glad to see ya, kinda. I mean, I just see my own reflection here, but, you know, you're with me in spirit, even though this was recorded in the past and you're in the future from my perspective. But hey, that's fine. I appreciate you. Thanks a ton for being here. Bye now.